Hey there, friend. Welcome to Soulvine. This is Jamie. Let's check in and see what is going on and how we can support your journey over the weekend. I'm kind of losing track of the days and all the things since Christmas break and New Year. But the weekend. We're at the weekend right now. So I hope you're having a good start. Let's just have a look at the main themes right now and see what's going on for you. We have released the monthly energy and kind of what to look for there. In addition to that, we have also got the extended, which goes into love and career more specifically, and finances. So interesting. Okay, so current energy is coming out. I don't know if you can see that, so let me just get them a bit more into focus. We have imprisonment, main male, great fortune. So someone here, this could be the masculine, is feeling a little stuck right now on either stuck, trapped, or not coming forward right now in terms of something that they're desiring, the way that perhaps they're looking at something, or just withholding here. But the imprisonment energy is more feeling stuck. I'm trying to connect into the energy of this specifically, like being a masculine. It's like they're trying to look at their path forward. Maybe they see you here as a divine feminine, and, you know, if our masculines here and they can relate, appreciate the share. But it may be right now they're looking at how to step forward and really give to this situation, or it's like they're acknowledging what they've got, but they're feeling stuck in the progress. So I'm not sure what exactly that is about, but that's kind of the theme here. Courthouse, unexpected income, child, main female. So maybe there is something going on right now that someone's getting some advice or support when it comes to some form of legalities, child support, or children in general. If there is like a separation or a divorce where children are involved. It's like they're looking at something here and feeling a little bit stuck on it. So, or maybe you are, you know, vice versa energy. But let's dive in further and see what else Spirit wants you to know, dear Pisces. As always, appreciate you being here. You know, I'm ramped up for 2025. I just needed this like final break, I think, to connect in and reflect. So let's see what is going on. I hope you have some non-negotiables this year for yourself. I think that is really good. And non-negotiable being things that you won't accept, things that you really want to do, and you were going to do it kind of no matter what. Like, that's the goal, that's the focus. Because I think that's pretty powerful when we can, you know, step into that energy for ourselves. It's very determined energy, very strong energy, very controlled energy. And right now, this is kind of what it's saying with the Queen of Wands and the Strength energy. Pursuit, ambition, leading as a feminine energy. This is more feminine energy being a Queen of Wands, but it's like, let's get really clear on what we're doing, where we're going, and let's go after it. So, you know, it's asking for a little bit of courage on that, whatever that is for you. We've also got the Hanged Man. So right now you could be at a little bit of a holding pattern, ready to kind of move forward with this Knight of Wands, waiting for, I don't know, it's like you're waiting for the timing or something here. But let's go a little more. Ooh, center. We've got Four of Wands. I like having that in the center. So there's some commitment, some partnership, some union, or some pathway here that is really driving something forward. And then we've got the Hermit energy. Still a lot of reflection. A lot of reflection here. I'm going to take them all. Let's see what we've got. The Judgment, Five of Pentacles, Ten of Cups, the Tower, the World, the Devil. Really far out, Brussels sprout. Pretty intense energy. Okay. I'm still feeling like something underneath here is bubbling, And I don't know if that's bubbling in a sense of like emotions are running high or something. I'm just going to get some moon energy to see what this is. Wow, it doesn't even want to shuffle. That's weird. Let me just get some moon energy and then I'll dive into all this, because I feel like there's something else here with the energy. Nothing yet set in stone. Balance, spirituality and practicality. Okay. The energy is gaining momentum. Okay. We can roll with that. Let's roll with that. All right, guys, let's dive in, because as I said, there seems to be something that you're focused on, wanting to go after, wanting to achieve, but it is asking you kind of got to step a little bit outside your comfort zone or build some discipline or focused energy to really move this forward. But what I can see is, and this is probably where the balancing spirituality and practicality, full moon in Pisces. And just to side note, we do have Venus that's moved into Pisces right now. So there could be a lot of, hidden things around love and expression and what it is that you're wanting and desiring that I feel is asking you to connect into self, connect into truth. But it's time to open up and be real about it, okay? Because the Pisces energy can also be a lot of hidden energy. And I feel right now with whatever it is that you're sitting and waiting for or mulling over, so to speak, it's asking you, like, there's a time and place to do that. And then there's a time and place to come out and play. And I think you're being asked to come out and play and move something forward. There is a path here. It may not be obvious, but there is a path here. And the reason I'm saying it's not obvious, because I think it's like you're still sussing it out. You're still seeing if this is something that is coming together and this is working. While this can be about some passionate pursuit in love or in creativity or in a project, a passion project, whatever that may be, it's like you're still, I think, trying to understand it yourself, what it is and what it means. I think you like going that direction and you feel that direction, but there's something here that may be lacking. Or there's a little bit of fear of this not working. But ultimately, and I think this was a bit of a similar energy yesterday in the extended, which we dived into this little part of you that may question whether you're good enough or whether you're allowed to have this, whether, it's kind of like these things are showing up or these things are open and available to you, but there's this little bit of fear underneath, like whether, you want it, it feels good, but it's like, am I allowed to? Underneath, there's this scary part of, oh, I can have it, but am I going to lose it? Because I think you've been through some cycles and some energy that is taking a little bit of toll right now over you. And it's actually really interesting now that I think about it, just a little bit of self-reflection here, opening up. It was really weird today. I don't know why. I kind of went through some messages on my phone. I don't know why. I was going through, because I've got my American phone and my Aussie phone. I still have two phones at the moment, because I still have my business in the US. So as I was doing that, a lot on my Aussie phone, even though I've got it's connected, a lot of the numbers aren't programmed, they're names in my Australian phone. I made sure I didn't set it up that way on purpose, but everything, like, because I'm on Apple, everything's connected. You know how that cloud thing works. So what was interesting, I was going through old messages and I found things that just kind of like, not shocked me, but I think being in my face and something I hadn't, maybe confronted, or I don't know. I probably wasn't even expecting to come across it. I don't know why I chose that message out of, the hundreds that are there. I did. And I started reading it and then I realized what it was. And I was like, oh my goodness. And it kind of like opened up a little bit of a wound. And I think this is what may be happening energetically, because it's interesting. I'm noticing people I'm connecting to on their experiences and journey. They're making great progress and feeling good about certain things, but there's this little part of kind of creeping backwards into an old experience or revisiting it and I don't know if it's part closure or part understanding or part like this part is over in my life and I've got these amazing things showing up and this new stuff coming on in, but there's still that little bit of residue that's just there and it just doesn't go away overnight, right? It's one of those things that are still in your awareness that I think are not necessarily impacting, but most likely, right? Especially if there's been trauma, PTSD, things like that from experiences that you have been in. Because I think there's a lot of things that you want to do and want to create. And we kind of talk about this, Pisces. And I'm just seeing here that there is that part of wanting just to breathe out and not fear or be worried that everything's just going to break. And maybe that's a part of you that is really, it's kind of stuck in your energy right now, right? Especially if you're connecting with a situation or something that you're feeling really passionate about, really excited about. I can see here that you might progress forward, get really excited, feel really connected, and then you kind of step away a bit to assess, to make sure you're not missing anything, to make sure that you're not going to be left in the dark, to make sure that someone isn't just going to pull the rug, to make sure that someone isn't just going to take your money. I mean, I think we've all got stories, and from meeting some of you one-on-one and doing sessions with you, I mean, everything, obviously being confidential, there's just, everyone has stuff. And everyone has stuff in so many different ways, but so many similarities. And it's just heart-opening. And like, you guys are just so powerful and you're just amazing. You're inspiring, and you've worked hard to shift through the things that have occurred or that's happening in your life. And you should be so proud of that. I can see there's just this underneath two parts of reflection on kind of what's happened, but also reflection of please don't let this happen to me again, underneath, because this is kind of like the influence, the challenge, kind of what's happening underneath all this. And maybe that's what's bubbling up to the surface right now, especially with Venus in Pisces, maybe things that you were feeling, experiencing, especially if you're a divine feminine, maybe that's what's coming up and you're really looking at what you want to attract in love. And if you're a divine masculine, there's parts here too that I think keeping the feminine safe in that, and lifting that up and, but I do think the divine masculine as well, if they're cracking open and opening up and going down a certain path, they're feeling a little bit stuck perhaps in how to nurture this and how to take care of this as well. So I think that's what, it seems to be like everyone's kind of looking at. Let's see where this is all going. Thank you, Spirit. Three of Swords on the bottom. Where is this all going? Thank you. Four of Swords. Ten of Wands. Page of Pentacles. You're tired, man. You're kind of like, yeah. So you got Four of Swords, Ten of Wands, Page of Pentacles, Five of Cups. You're feeling a little bit down and out on yourself right now. And then you got the Lovers. What else do we need to know about this Lovers energy? Oh, beautiful. Ace of Cups. And then the Chariot. This is nice. I think there's a part of you, I think you're tired, like in a sense of just exhausted from maintaining strength, from having to be tough all the time, having to feel like you're on this healing journey is how this energy is coming across. It's like, I'm tired. But I think you found yourself in safety of some kind at the same time in a situation, whether it's friendships, whether it's your career, whether it's a new relationship dynamic. But it's also, there's pressure with it because you thought at some point in time with a certain person you were safe and you were trying to discern the best way you knew how. It's like someone presented something to you, you felt good in it and you were like, okay, I'll give to this. And then it left you disappointed. And I think if there's another connection coming on in and your heart's opening up and you're feeling this overflow again, this is then sneaking in going, this is amazing. Is this just going to fall and crumble? But it's like there's a little bit of energy that's taking over there in an unhealthy way. But I think too, there's also the excitement of the possibilities of what things can be. But I can see that you're judging something here. I want to get some more, because what I'm seeing is whatever this is, whatever this connection is, whatever this pathway that you're choosing, you're feeling the energy of it. You're feeling the overflow of it. You're feeling the abundance on an emotional front. And it's something that you want to move forward, because you see this as, look at this, supportive. Look at this. Holy cow. Chariot, 6 of Pentacles, Temperance, 10 of Pentacles, 2 of Cups. There's something very solid here that I think you're witnessing, but because it's so full and so overflowy, or is starting to move in that direction on some situation in your life that's starting to feel really good, there's also this part of, can we maintain this? Can we keep going this direction? Yeah, whatever you're coming into connection with, if you haven't already, it just feels so, so nice. I just want to get a little bit more here on what this 5 of Pentacles is about. Yeah, I think this is the acceptance, like I said, of you're receiving the same in return. This is not going to be a place where you give and don't give back. This is not going to be a place of like, here I am opening up my heart, connecting in, going down a journey, and it's not giving back in return. I think you're starting to see that, and that's what's making you happy. But there's that little bit of what you're kind of looking out for. Look, Hierophant, marriage, holy shit, and 10 of Pentacles. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. I think you're finding something special after. I think you've already been in this energy, maybe a karmic cycle at some point, looking at this that wasn't healthy, that wasn't supportive. But initially, it probably felt like this is amazing, this is incredible. And then things just blew up and it just started crumbling. But I don't feel like it was just an instant crumble. I think it was happening over time, but maybe, you didn't witness it that way because you're supportive and caring and understanding is how the energy comes across. But what I'm sensing now is that you're really looking at this maybe this energy is also helping support and heal you. And again, it can be friendship. It doesn't necessarily have to be a counterpart or a lover. It could be like a best mate. It could be, or an energy that you're coming into that you're just really excited about, and you're seeing where it goes and you're taking it day by day. And then when you look at it, you don't want to judge it that it's not going to be something. But I think naturally you might be defaulting into that because you have been in a connection and a counterpart relationship that maybe just, like I said, this happened. And now you're finding yourself again in this beautiful energy or situation, and it makes you happy, and you just don't want it to not become the thing. And I think a part of the self-worth thing too, like you're allowed to have this. You are allowed to have this, that's kind of how the energy is coming across. But what I do like here, the masculine's still figuring it out for themselves. They're feeling a little bit stuck, it seems. They're feeling a little bit like, how do I give to this? I found something incredible. Maybe too that there's, they've got some opportunity too that they're trying to pursue, which could be you or vice versa. But I'm just sensing here that there's a little bit, you're trying to be at peace with everything. And I think that's it's weighing a little bit heavy on you because maybe there's a little bit of anxiety or a little bit of tension because of this energy underneath. And you don't want to be disappointed again. You don't want to be let down again. And that's what I think the reality is that when you're putting yourself forward for something and making yourself vulnerable, absolutely there's a chance to get hurt. That's sadly part of the process, and rejection, whether you're applying for a job, whether you're trying to meet new friends, get into a new circle or group, a new relationship. Of course, there's that potential, putting our hearts on the line, right? But there seems something really beautiful that wants to go the next level, the extra mile, the depth. That's really beautiful here because it does make you happy. I do think this is something that's growing. It does feel like a newer energy, and I think there's a part of you too that's being asked, like, It's okay to put yourself out there and do the things that you need to do. I think it's an important time not to sit too long in, I'm not going to say the healing because everyone has their own healing journey, but I think there's a point in time where you've kind of just got to step up here and go for it, whatever this thing is, because the more that you do that, I think you'll start realizing the things that you do like and you can step more towards that, you know. So I'm going to leave it there, friend. Have a fab weekend. Love you guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.